Food gurus. We love customers. There are 16 essential skills to customer service. And today we will be teaching those to you to show you how to be the best customer service in the industry. The number one skill is empathy. Your customer doesn't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Empathy, or the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is required at every stage of a company, from product development to sales and customer support. To build a great product, you need to deeply understand consumer needs and pain points. To sell a product, you need to understand how consumers think and personalize communications. To provide great customer support, you need to understand the emotions of others and not take things personally when a customer becomes angry. Empathy breeds understanding. If a customer feels understood, they will feel valued. If a person feels valued, they will stick around and pay you for a longer period of time. The 5 ways to build empathy. Ditch your viewpoint and see things from the other person's perspective. Validate the other person's perspective. Look at your attitude. Don't just hear, but listen. Hearing is not listening. Make sure you are taking in every word the customer has to say, including their tone of voice and body language. Look for verbal and visual cues that you're on track and the customer is happy. Ask the customer to define success. The easiest way to define customer success is to have them define it in plain words. The second skill is deep product knowledge. This one should go without saying, but I'll mention it anyway. All employees should have a deep working knowledge of their product. They should be up to date on the latest features and deeply understand the benefits and value delivered to the end user. This is important for a number of reasons: faster troubleshooting, smarter product recommendations. The employees are ready to tackle problems without outsourcing help, clear communication of benefits and value, and confident customer interactions. 5 ways to gain product knowledge is through consistent training, hands-on experience, role play, offer rewards and incentives, and get training out of the office. The third skill is active listening. Studies have shown most people practice lazy or inattentive listening and will retain only 50% of what is spoken after a 10-minute oral presentation. This is worrisome when you consider that one of the most important skills needed to deliver great customer service is the ability to really listen and understand what the customer pain point is and why they are experiencing it. There are different ways to develop good active listening skills. Receive information without interrupting. Appreciation through attentive body language. Smile, nod, and make small verbal gestures such as "I see." Summarize the other person's key pain points. Ask clarifying questions to gauge your level of understanding. The fourth skill is go the extra mile. You've heard the saying, "It's the little things that matter." This is very true in today's competitive market. Customers are pursued aggressively, and businesses should not be taking customer loyalty for granted. Instead, you should be going above and beyond to make sure the customer is happy. There are 4 ways to go the extra mile. Know your customers. Be consistent. Fix mistakes and offer rewards. The 5th skill is patience. We're taught from an early age that patience is a virtue, but few people are ever really shown how to be patient. Patience is not innately gifted to us at birth. It is something we consciously do. It's like any other skill. The more we practice it, the more patient we become. The ability to be patient is one of the most essential customer service skills to develop, and one you will call on every single day. Customers will get angry and take frustrations out on you. Customers will not understand the solution to a problem no matter how many times you explain it to them. Customers will struggle to make a final purchase decision. Customers will want their problem solved yesterday. The key is to remember you are the face of the company at that moment. You cannot allow a customer's negativity to influence the way you treat them. At the end of the day, all frustration will likely be forgotten as soon as a resolution is reached. The 4 steps to developing more patience: identify and understanding the opposing forces. Upgrade your attitude to discomfort. Identify when the pain or irritation begins. And self-talk. 6th customer service skill is handle the curveballs. It doesn't matter what line of business you're in, things are not going to go your way. You will be thrown a curveball from time to time. Customers will run into a problem that isn't covered in the company training guide, or they won't respond the way you expect them to. You need to think quickly on your feet and come up with a creative out-of-the-box solution. The 3-step process for handling curveballs: define your go-to chain of command. Know who your supervisor is that night and who you would go to with any problems that may occur. Make sure the resource is easily accessible and define communication channels. The 7th skill is clarity. Don't beat around the bush. Get to the heart of the problem as soon as possible. Aside from being able to listen attentively, you will need to be able to communicate clearly across both verbal and written channels. Verbal communication skills are talked about more often, but in a customer service environment where support is provided through email, writing skills are critical. The 5 steps to clearer communication: keep it simple, be concise, avoid negative questions, and be complete. The 8th skill is always follow up. How do you follow up a process that increases loyalty and sales? Set expectations high. If you don't set expectations, your customers will set their own. Be proactive and make it very clear what you will be following up on and when you'll be contacting the customer. Have the post-sale nurturing. This is crucial by follow-up. Make sure that you seal the deal. Be preemptive. No strings attached offer. And be personal. The 9th skill is don't be afraid to outsource. You've completed all the training and read all the product guides. Know the product like the back of your hand. But don't sweat it, because a great customer service skill is knowing when to outsource an issue to someone else better equipped to handle it. In fact, admitting that you are not sure of the solution, but reassure the customer you will find someone who can, is a great way to show transparency and build trust. The customer will appreciate, and you'll likely reach a resolution much faster. Build trust through transparency. No one is perfect. Even the most seasoned customer service reps will make a mistake from time to time, and that's okay. The key is to admit when you are wrong and never promise something you can't deliver. Use positive statements. Your customers are more interested in what you can do rather than what you can't do. How you phrase certain responses can have a big impact on the way people perceive you and the company. The 12th skill is to stay calm. It's impossible to keep everyone happy. There will come a day when a customer believes the world is coming to an end, and it'll be all your fault. Remain calm, stay in control of the situation. This can be accomplished in person through tone of voice or via a delicate email response. 6 ways to handle angry customers without losing your cool. Don't take it personal. Angry customers will take their frustrations out on you, even if they know you didn't cause the problems. Don't take it personal. They're merely venting. At this point, let them get all the anger out without interrupting, and then provide help. Never argue back. When customers become extremely irate, it can be easy to go on the defensive. Sometimes it will be tempting to fight back. Kill them with kindness. Some customers will refuse to calm down. In these situations, the next move is to kill them with kindness. Know how to apologize and when to apologize. When the time is right, apologize to the customer, even when you feel it is not necessary. Solve the problem, but don't overcompensate. And relieve stress. Take a moment. After an irate customer leaves, get up and stretch, take a few deep breaths, and go for a walk. Make sure you are relaxed before speaking with the next customer. The 13th skill is use an active voice. You are more likely to get a customer to take actions by using action words and speaking in the active tense than using past tense and avoiding verbs. Speaking in the present tense can also help customers look beyond past challenges and frustrations and more towards a positive future end goal. The 14th skill is anticipate objections. Many sales and customer service professionals fear these situations. However, objections communicate valuable information about customer needs, concerns, pain points, and potential barriers. There are 4 main types of customer objections. The price and the risk. The price is too high. I can't afford that. The risk is too risky. Service quality. They're going to doubt about the staff expertise, the product quality, the past results, and responsiveness of customer support personnel. The third one is trust. Customers do business with and refer business to those they trust. The fifth think skill is closing skills. This is not to be confused with closing the sale. In the context of customer service, closing refers to the ability to end communications with the customer feeling like all their questions and objections have been taken care of. You never want the customer to leave feeling unsatisfied. The 16th skill is always be learning. There are many different ways to develop customer service skills. Company training, conferences, webinars, blog content, taking time to reflect on your mistakes. The list is endless, but one of the most effective ways to learn and improve your skills is to measure performance over time. Doing these skills will make you a much better employee and a much better employee way to handle those customers. Take the time, reflect on yourself, and review these skills every 6 months to refresh your skills.